Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a message for you. This is the new moon in Cancer. Your sign was about a week ago, but we're still resonating in this powerful emotional energy, which is really about developing a new relationship to your emotions, recognizing emotional intelligence, maturity, and growth, and softening the defenses that used to feel necessary, but may be less necessary as you develop this sense of inner security in which you do not depend on external circumstances or validation. So let's get started with one of the oracle cards, the Crystal Spirit Oracle. I pulled Tiger's Eye for you today, and 5 and 6 reduced to number 11, which I want to say is the Justice card. And this speaks to me of inner balance and of manifestation, the inner balance you achieve between what you give and what you receive. A sense of being owed something or having been treated from a place of powerlessness is something that is manifesting in your life in general. So this is moving or recognizing your own empowerment overall. And there's a lot here, but I've selected the relationship message. Tiger Eye carries the energy of fire and earth. So this is the perfect stone to align with when trying to manifest dreams into being. It brings energy and vitality to your process while keeping you focused on the completion of tasks, resulting in grounded action. Tiger's Eye message is that someday is today and the right time is now. No wishful thinking. Act to make your wish manifest. Remember that asking someone to dance isn't asking them to marry you. So be brave and take the first action towards connecting with someone you feel drawn to. Tiger Eye Spirit's energy of manifestation is with you, and something very good promises to come from the courage you express. Be optimistic. Love and its modes of expression are looking for you right now, so step forward. You will be glad you did. I like this, and because Cancer, you're you, I do relate. The reason I picked up on the relationship message is because I believe your intimate relationships are very essential to you. This can be family, this can be close friends, this can be spouse. I do believe that you are experiencing some growth in your ability to relate to perhaps family members or friends that you've been in conflict with in the past. In the soul's journey, courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. This is pretty straightforward, and I like hearkening it to the relationship that is described when one simply invites connection from another. It is something that clearly relationships are always dependent on the actions or the desires of others. That's what makes them so complicated. But you will never know if you don't try. And there's something here telling me that you're trying to make a connection with someone, a deeper, a more generous connection with someone who has been challenging in the past with you. And that, of course, requires that you be the bigger person, which is the picture I'm getting. Maybe you are an older sibling, or you are someone who is willing to accept the differences that you have and understanding that it does not preclude a productive relationship or even a closer relationship moving forward. In the present, The Ten of Cups. Well, there's the change we're talking about. Your sense of your community of loved ones, those you care for, those you share resources and experiences with, those you find happiness and joy with. So this is the family, the community, the loved ones, whoever you count in that circle. That is changing, and it's changing because of your growth, your maturity, your ability to see past perhaps not petty, but challenging differences that you've experienced in the past. And it feels again as though this change, because you've changed, uh, really relies on your growth, your maturity. And in doing that, you also recognize that you can encourage the growth and the maturity of others by being the first to offer the olive branch, more or less. In the past, the Tower card. Wow. So this feels like something that occurred in your life, some kind of breakthrough, but it occurred through a breakdown. And that breakdown might have been the deterioration of a relationship or a service that you relied on, you were expecting, and the difficulty in obtaining it actually led to you calling upon the courage to face your fear of not having something you depend on, or the difficulty in getting it, the navigation to articulating your need, your desire for a service may have led you to recognize the wealth of maturity and experience that you have that can contribute to solving some problem. Your willingness to show others a way through by staying in conversation or in dialogue or in connection in some way led a broken situation to one of restoration. Doesn't mean that everything is all fixed up and healed. It means that you have established a path for healing that was, for some reason, unavailable to you in the past, or the need for it hadn't arisen until now. And this is the learning experience, the phenomenal learning experience that has led you to reconsider your willingness and opportunity to reach out to others who may never be in the position that you feel yourself in, to reach out. In the future, the Seven of Pentacles. This feels like you are in view of this particular disruption in something that you were expecting, the way that you've built to heal this situation or provide a pathway to healing or solving this problem has, and your willingness now to be open to opportunities to receive more connection, more love. Uh, this feels like connection that you're after here with the cups, connections that feel good to you in a way that you can identify support that you can receive or support that you can give. And this comes from a place of not expecting reciprocity or tit for tat. As someone once said, there isn't a ledger for the love we give. And this is you actually recognizing that you can give love and support in a way that another cannot. And this is leading you to an evaluation of where you're at on a path towards some particular goal. This can be your security, your internal security, which I spoke about earlier as being really amplified by this past new moon in your side. This understanding that we can't always gain a sense of who we are or what we have from other people. This has to come ultimately from ourselves. This sense of security that encourages you to reach out to someone who is reluctant or fearful or just not willing to reciprocate in a way that would satisfy you or provide an opportunity for you to share some value that you've gained. But I do see you seeing how much you've grown and how willing now you are to invest in your relationships in new ways. They're ways that reflect the investment you're putting into yourself. And for a sign that is very concerned with security, protection, and safety, you're really reaching out there to create that in your world based on your growth. Cancer, if this is resonating with you so far, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the support. And the Tower in the past is clarified by a couple of cards. Whoa, that was kind of flippy, but I'm going to take it. The two cards, the Six of Cups and the Emperor in the present, the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands, and in the future, the Four of Cups, one more for the future, Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. So, yeah, this sudden disruption, this sudden breakdown, I'm calling it, in your past, really took you back to some particular talent, condition, environment, opportunity in the past, something that enabled you to experience your life more joyfully, more playfully, that empowered you to express yourself more fully, was challenged. However, since your childhood, and this feels like a childhood event or connection, relationship, you have revisited a sense of dependency on others for your safety, your protection, for positive memories with those you love. This has, you've experienced this support for a while, and when it was pulled away from you, you had to rely on your experience, your maturity, the various ways you've learned to pursue in an ethical way what you desired, in a way that helped you to participate in your community, but that came from a place of your own emotional control, your own personal control over your emotions, so that you were less dependent on the actions or the responses of others, the expectations of others, and increasingly measuring yourself against your own experience and growth. So this is a beautiful card that almost talks about how you've learned to orchestrate the world around your need for safety and security in a way that doesn't detract from your own empowerment, your own sense of capacity or capability. It's beautiful, really beautiful. And that's part of what enabled you to create a pathway that solved a problem or worked towards a solution to something that seemed unsolvable. In the present, the Ten of Cups clarified with the Strength and the Eight of Wands. Your capacity to step outside of your comfort zone based on this sense of inner strength that you have been developing throughout your life, throughout your experiences, is what is encouraging the courage that you are expressing. Certainly, the lion is almost synonymous with courage in our culture, right? This lion, though, has an inner sense of confidence that encourages silent strength. This is not loud strength. This is that ability to help others who are not as strong as you. And it's interesting that this is showing me that you actually have been historically in your own life, perhaps in your present situation, despite outer appearances, the strong one, the one who holds everything together, the one who holds the family together, particularly through a sense of integrity, through a sense of spiritual value, through a sense of respect, self-respect. And this is precipitating a lot of opportunities towards you. There are a lot of people who are interested in including you in their efforts in some way. This can be part of what is altering the relationships in your family as a result of you being recognized for the way that you step up in a way that others cannot, do not, and that others are expressing a measure of respect for the role that you play. And this can be in a community, in a job, in a family. This feels very connected to a family. If for some of you, you're emulating a powerful authority figure in your life, a very gentle, kind authority figure, one that had a tremendous impact on you. In the future, the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Four of Cups and the Two of Swords. Interesting. So I definitely feel that you recognize yourself at a kind of crossroads. You're really looking at the past and you're learning a lot from the past because you're detaching yourself from a lot of the feelings and consequences of uncomfortable feelings or the decisions others made. You're attaching yourself from the emotional charge of that. But it is in part due because you have learned to move towards things that support you. You've learned to identify feeling good as the important value in your relationships. So those that don't make you feel good, those that can't receive your abundant love and sensitive attention are those that you now are evaluating. You're evaluating your approach to those. You're evaluating the value they bring to you. You're not taking this for granted. You're seeing if there's a way that you can pull certain relationships that have been disturbing or broken even towards you, a way that you can establish some kind of reciprocal care, aid, support to one another. You're also evaluating opportunities that have come around before. And this is why I'm thinking about family in particular, because I do believe that you are in a place of bringing, once again, value in a mature way, being the strong one, the one who offers the olive branch, who steps forward and will risk rejection because you already know you have the security of your own self-regard that doesn't rely on whether you are embraced or rejected this time. In the past, that might have hurt you. It might have hurt you a lot. It probably did hurt you, but now you really see it for what it is, their loss. Simply put, I'm going to finish this reading with a botanical inspiration. Hope this has brought you some insight. And I pulled the Venice Mallow. And the key words are delicate, fleeting beauty. Wow. And the quote is, when life is not coming up roses, look to the weeds and find the beauty hidden within them. Wow. I'm going to leave that for your contemplation. I'm not sure who L.F. Young is. Perhaps if I read the guidebook, I would know. But delicate, fleeting beauty. I think this is something, Cancer, that equivocates to your tremendous capacity for love, for care, for attention, for guidance, for supporting others by simply being there. Undemanding, in an undemanding way, is part of this delicate, fleeting beauty that you have learned to internalize and that others continue to see this value in you, even if they can't articulate it or express it. Thank you so much, Cancer, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.